Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass, and today we're going to be taking a look at one of Apple's only applications on Android, and that is Apple Music. So what we're going to be doing today is having a quick overview of actually how the application looks and works on Android to see how it compares to something like iOS. Now do keep in mind guys that at the moment this application is still in beta, and they make you very aware of that with this tiny little symbol up in the top right hand corner when you start the application, so you may come across some glitches and some lag, but that will get better over time. So when you first boot up Apple Music, it's going to have the start screen where you can get a 3-month free trial if you wish, or sign in with your Apple ID if you've already got one. Once the 3 months is up, it will charge you $9.99 or $14.99 for a family plan. Now as it is in beta, you can see that there are some glitches straight away because the hamburger style menu is over top of the start screen. Now this wasn't here when I initially downloaded the app, and it's only just become apparent, so again do keep in mind that it is in beta. Now once you sign in with your Apple ID, everything's then going to get transferred over in terms of all of your music, playlists, and pretty much anything that you like listening to, including your radio stations. Now the process of signing in can sometimes take a while, but once everything's all done, you're granted with the For You section. If you've not used Apple Music before, you'll be asked to select genres and artists of people that you like to create your own For You section. You've also got the side menu here where you can get access to radio, connect, playlists, and also the My Music section, which takes ages to load. I've got quite a lot of music in there, but it is getting everything from the cloud. It's not loading it locally on my device, so I did have to get myself a beer just to kind of pass the time a bit while everything loaded, but once it was all done, you've got all your music ready to play. From here on out is pretty much like every other music streaming service in terms of the actual music library. You got artists, songs and albums. You can click on an artist to see available albums in your music, or you can go to the All section to see what's available on Apple Music that you may not have. You can then click on an album to see the available songs, and then you can click into a song to start playing it. Now if you click on the banner at the bottom of the screen, what that's going to do is just bring up some bigger artwork and give you some controls like fast forward, go backwards, pause, play and shuffle, and again it works like any other streaming service. Now where Apple tries to make itself different is with Beats One Radio, which is a 24-hour music service with some of the best DJs from around the world, and it is live all the time and you can just listen to it as and when you need to. You can't go backwards or go forwards with anything, you just have to listen to it as it's playing, but there are also some other radio stations that are available as well. You've also got Apple Connect within Apple Music as well, which again is completely useless. It's basically a feed of artists' Twitter pages and things like that, just kind of see what they're up to at any given moment, but it's not necessarily the most useful thing in the world. You've also then got the new section, which is where you're going to find all the new music that you want to add to your library, and again it's very simple to do so. So again, if you just go down to where the new albums are, for instance, I can then click on the new Coldplay album, and again once it's loaded you can then click on the plus button and then it is in your library. You can pick a song and then start playing it. So from that aspect it's very easy. Now there was a rumour that Google approached Apple to enable Google Cast within the actual Apple Music application, but for whatever reason Apple turned it down. But what you can do though is just mirror your phone screen to your TV using your Chromecast and then play all of the music from Apple Music without any hassle whatsoever. Now you don't get a really nice interface like you do with the new update to Chromecast with Spotify for instance, but you can access it and it does work. The media controls also work with volume up and down, which then controls the volume of your TV, but the only issue that you have is when you hit the home button, the music will still play, but unfortunately it's then going to go back to your home screen. Now this isn't necessarily a massive problem because it allows you to place the music in the background and still use your phone at the same time. So again, you can go into Phoenix to look at your Twitter feed for instance, but everyone else is then going to see that. So this is maybe more for private viewing as opposed to having a bunch of people around and using your phone to play some music. I would still recommend Spotify or Google Play Music in that situation. You can also control it from the notifications as well, but for some reason there is a bit of lag when trying to get back into Apple Music from the notifications, but once it works quite well, and again you can just use it as normal. And that's Apple Music in a nutshell. So again, it's a very simple to use streaming service, but it's not really all that different to Spotify or Google Play Music. So if you're heavily invested and you've got really big music libraries in either one of those streaming services or one of the others that's out there, then there's no real reason to upgrade to Apple Music. Now when I've been using my iPhone 6 on a regular basis, I have started the 3-month trial of Apple Music. So what I'm going to be doing is bringing you guys an update within the next week or so to say whether I'm going to be keeping Apple Music or not, or whether I'm going to be switching switching back to something like Spotify. So again, if you guys have got any questions about Apple Music, be sure to leave it in the comment section down below or on Twitter at Copper vs Glass. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below, and also give it a thumbs up for way more Android videos that are going to be coming very shortly. And again, I do apologise for the amount of iPhone videos that have been going on for the moment, but there is a really good reason why, which I'll get into in a later video. If you want to get some more great content, don't forget to subscribe. I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass. Thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.